Yes, now you go ahead and sign it out.
You guys are good.
Okay. Want a chance to read the minutes?
Yes.
Got any additions or corrections?
I'll do your minutes as presented.
Heidi? We're not gonna dog you, Heidi.
Well, yeah, she likes to sign it. All right, they need to.
Wait, you
I'll put stickers out there.
sign here, wherever it says sign. There you go, Heidi. Okay, got a motion to approve the minutes.
I'll
Got a
say.
second, all fair say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, no, motion carried. Okay. Old minutes. There's old or new or?
Yeah, I got some new, but nothing much on it. We still haven't heard anything on it, so I know Paul's been waiting. I've heard nothing.
Absolutely nothing.
So it's, right now, we're in the dark on it. So,
Eric, you haven't received anything from their attorney?
nothing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So,
are you attending them meetings or can you attend them meetings, know what the heck's going on?
I have no idea when they're held or anything else. And I'm not gonna go unless I'm invited.
Well, okay,
yeah,
that's a good point.
yeah, absolutely. So,
They don't want me there, I'm not going, so.
Well, I don't know, it seems me like that, all the ones that get riled up about it, and then I've not talked to Brad for a while, he kind of aggravated, there's nothing moving on it. So I don't know.
well, again, I mean, we're at the standstill of the other entities. We've done our part as far as being ready to go.
Okay.
Oh,
So actually, did they approve you being on the board, or did they even done that yet?
I have heard that.
no, but we,
I mean, nothing.
nothing, no, there's been,
The last communication, last official communication was when I sent a letter stating that, however works out, I would be on there, or you and I would be on there, depending on what direction they decide to go, whether Owen County's involved or Owen County's not involved. And I've never heard anything back from that. So,
What we do.
so we get more info from them.
So
We've done our
what
part.
other news you got now?
So I got a call from Kevin Schaefer last week down on Piney. I got some pictures for you guys. Let me pass this out now.
And he had called me, so I told him he was the guy to talk to.
Yeah. So
Get them up here back.
There you go, that's right.
I got down there, after he called me last week, I believe it was Thursday, Friday, I got down. I took a look at what he's talking about. If you look at the first map, that's a finger that comes off behind Piney Ditch, which is part of it. We are responsible for that little portion and stuff there. It's on Charles Seymour's property, but it's Schaefer's farm, that property and stuff. So on that finger, if you go to the second page, you see where I had it circled. There's a crossing there that they use to go to the field. There's a culvert pipe there that's in that ditch that over time, it's, who knows when it was first put in, but it's now crushed, not moving water. You can see where it's kind of changed the grade of the land and stuff over time. When I measured it, it was 16 feet long, and it wasn't even quite 2 feet when I measured it, but only because it's smashed down and stuff. So I couldn't get a real good measurement on diameter. But 16 feet long, which one, that's probably not long enough anymore. The size of implements and tractors and stuff, need to get something bigger on it anyway, something longer. Hoping like, 25, 30 feet long that we can put on there. The other pictures and stuff, I gotta try to get, a distance shot of where it's at, and I marked on there the north end and the south end of it. And then, just to give you a reference, you can kind of see on the south end, I got right down in there and tried to get a picture of the end of the pipe. Where it's the darkest and about the center is where the end of that pipe should be. It's hard to tell what's going on there. The vehicle broke and it being kind of smashed down. And then on the north end of it is a little better picture, but still, the big dark spot in the center, that's where the pipe, the end of the pipe, north end is.
Well, it's not moving water into Cadillac grass.
That's right. So, just basically want to bring it to you guys, let you know I'm gonna be going back down there. Probably, call Chris Brown again to have a look at it, see if I can get a couple other contractors to get some quotes. It's not anything that should be exuberant where, you know, we fall underneath certain guidelines, for quotes and bids.
So if we would replace that now, it would not cause any damage to farm.
No, if you look on that second picture, and it's kind of hard to see it, but in between where those buildings and stuff are there, if you get into it from 200, straight off the road, onto the property, not touch a prop at all. And we'll be able to work it all from that one, so that east side over there.
You have money?
Yes, I can't remember exactly how much I meant to bring up with me, but we do have money in there. Heine's one of the better dishes we have.
I personally think we should proceed. It's obvious to me that there's very little water being moved through there.
Yeah.
And it's a concern, and as Marty said, all those leads, grease and all there, so.
Yeah.
I think myself that you should go out and get at least 3 quotes and see what we can do.
It's been the summer to test it out, and
Yeah, it has been, for sure. Okay, well, then with your guys' approval and stuff, then I'll do.
I'll make a motion that Vernon proceeds with at least 3 quotes to replace the old culvert in this ditch at the rest of the time.
Second.
second. All fair, say aye.
Aye.
Motion carried.
Okay.
And it's like, you have to specify certain contractors, you know, if they said there were, they couldn't get a third quote, they couldn't do anything, but is there any specifications on the quotes?
Not so much, basically in the past and stuff, what we've done is I'll make calls out to contractors and wait for them to get back with me. I'll take the ones out that do get back with me. Sometimes I don't quite get a response from guys.
Martha, you said something there. You don't have to have 3 quotes. You have to ask for 3 quotes.
Yeah,
And if you ask for 3 quotes, you need to document who they're from. But you may only get 1 quote back or 2 quotes back, and that's legal, right, Eric?
yes.
But you have to ask for 3, but you need to document on paper who those are from, or who you asked.
Okay. So like, can proceed, yeah?
I'll start making calls and get, what's that right? What's that pipe thing in there? So I don't think it's anything bigger than 2 foot for what it is down there. Should be more
Does
than
it
that.
appear to you that there's a lot of water going through or not?
No, it doesn't look like there's a lot of water that goes through there, it's more of a feeder. But still enough to where we need something down there to clean it. They're paying the assessment.
I'm ready to ask them to do large.
Well, sure, yeah, no. 2 foot, 3 foot max. I definitely, we don't want to do anything bigger than that, then it's gonna be too much for what.
How about 2.5?
Well, we'll take that. No, we don't want to do it. And I will say, just to put it on the radar for next year, and I talked with you about this too, there's another link on Heine, where it hits into Birch Creek. They've got another big old steel pipe down there. And they're having some issues with, if they get too much water now that we cleared up with wetlands where it really hits, we get a lot of water coming up over the top. So they're talking about, with them, maybe doing some armoring around it and stuff to kind of help alleviate the pipes playing big enough that that dude's 6 foot. And it's solid steel, 6 foot diameter. And it's 28 feet long. So as far as the pipe size, we're good. They just wanted to try to see if we can't do something to kind of help armor it a little bit better so it's not hitting and eroding that bank and stuff around the side of it when we get a lot of water. But that, I told them, I said, right now, this is our main focus. We get into spring next year or late winter, spring, we'll come back down and take a look at that part, see if we can do anything. And they were happy with that, so. That's all I got for
Would
today.
you anticipate or not having 3 quotes back for next month?
Probably not. It's been hard getting, I mean, you guys know that in the past with everything I've tried to do. So I will do my best. You know that.
How you got, call here on a problem, what was it that, how do you want to explain?
Yes, so we got several calls recently with problems with water in ditches, and this most recent one, it's on South County Road, 100 West. But I have pictures here that she gave. The water gets so high that it's almost into their garage, and it's actually covering the county road. And the main pipe is actually crushed on one side because, so there's a farmer who owns land around them, and then there's another farmer who farms it. And the farmer who farms it drives his big equipment across that drainage, and that's what's crushed it. And then the other farmer was digging somewhere, I don't know, to direct the water drainage, which is now almost flooding their entire property when it rains. And they're not sure what to do, they don't wanna cause issues with the farmer, and they're kinda in a really awkward situation.
Is this a county ditch?
Yes.
Well, is it a legal drain? Is it
I
one that I maintain?
I think so,
Let's see.
the drainage,
It's got, looks
here. This is the road.
I've seen it.
Location 14726, South County Road.
that's not me.
South County Road.
No.
Okay, well, they're right on
That's
the
not one of
line.
the legal drains.
Okay, so is that private or is that,
I don't know if that's private, that would be county maintained as far as road
Yeah,
homes.
right, it'd be 12 hours, so.
Yeah.
But what's the address again?
14726 South County Road, 100 West, Jason, Louisiana.
Yeah, it's down in Jason, but that's not me.
Okay.
Because they were calling around and they got our number and they're asking us for assistance, and I don't know where to direct them for that.
What's the name on that?
Maria Hill.
Yeah.
I don't know if you knew.
So that would, that'd be in your district then. I'm gonna take that to Brad and let him know
Would you
that.
like the information, maybe a copy of what you have?
You can have one.
Okay.
This is,
Got the whole name for you.
yeah.
$1,400 to get right down. Get attention.
Yeah.
And that would be in Clay County.
It's right on the line.
So,
I'm trying to look it up on the GIS too.
Any place your name.
south,
100 West, so it's, I've got it. That's the hill property that she's talking about, here's 100. Let's see if I can see where that. If you think it's crushed, it's similar guys down. I didn't get it out, because he's back up, back up, or didn't color it or something. 1500.
You can see where
And
there's
there's
a clear
14.
movement now. There's actually fish in
okay, so
there.
this is
Oh,
north of 1500, right?
yes,
Yeah.
yes.
County line is 1500.
Yeah, so it's just, you know, he's like 1500 down, takes that elbow, say
And
west.
someone had an accident.
Yeah, get that taken care of.
They said ever since the farmer, dug, because I think he redirected the water that was flooding his field and it redirected it there.
That's the property.
Okay, so this is 59.
Yes, dark red's 59, or the bright red, I mean. And then, let me see.
West.
Down to the side.
Yeah, I didn't either.
It's real good.
Yes.
Is that good? Great.
Check it out here.
West.
I didn't know there was one down there. That for Marshall, flies private jet into.
Free.
Three.
Yes, it's Bob Free.
Right, three.
Yeah.
Yes.
So,
Got it type in?
Things,
Trying to figure out where that's at.
So do you know where the dog leg to
Here's-
Jasonville is?
yeah, 59 down there.
It's like right at that tight curve.
So there's the hill property right there. There's 59 where Dogleg's over. Here's what this is 100. This little, where it says 10.1 is Maria Hills.
Is that Hallettsville?
No,
Before you get to Hallettsville?
yes.
Anything on road in there? Oh, 59 goes south.
Yeah, there's one
Yeah,
there by that
Right
green
from
building.
Townsville.
Like where you go to, I think it's, you know how we continue on sometimes to go down to Bloomfield and stuff, if you take 59 south, instead of taking the, you go straight, that's 100 right there. The road that you stay on, there you get. If you're going to-
One tree.
I'm pretty sure.
So it's first road south there, what's his name, shop, frame shop right here.
Road. That's road shop.
This thing right, so
Turn back to the west.
What's their name on the east side?
Trevor Wolf. Is a property that's 100 right there.
Oh, Trevor. Terrible, terrible agreement.
Wolf.
Yeah.
Yeah, his is on the east side, going south.
Right, I know
He's
where,
on the left
I
side.
know where that's at.
Yeah, so,
And then on the right side is Crow.
but then it's 100 to stay on off of 59, you see what I'm saying?
You're talking about Lone Tree Road.
Yes,
This is 100,
yes,
just down a little bit.
yes.
Which is
Well, I don't know where you're talking, because you got Crow on the west side, Wolf on the east side.
Well, you got Wolf on the east side and directly across from Wolf, right there where the 59 bend into Scoop Rock Farms.
Right, yeah. Yeah, we've been talking about.
So you go, you just keep going straight instead of turning on 59.
Right.
And their property is on the right hand side there, the still property where they're having issues with the water.
It's like a 2-acre property.
Yeah,
So the farmer originally owned that land and he sold it to them. So he.
Okay, there's a relatively new brick house there.
It's like 15 years old. 15.
Right.
There's an old farmhouse like nearby on the corner. That helps. It's like.
That's on the east side.
It's
That's the Wolf house.
Yeah.
big, and then they're like a little.
It's a great big 2-story house.
Yeah, and then they're a little further down on the right side.
yeah.
But see, that's part of that Green County drainage thing, which comes from the cemetery down past Trevor's.
I'll go down and take a look at that.
Yeah, it's just north of the road.
There's a big ditch there. I know there's a big ditch there.
There is, and I can see, so the north side, just from the overhead, the north side of their property where Hill is at, I believe where she's talking about, there is a ditch that runs along the north side of the property on the Hill edge. If you look, now that I got zoomed in, see that ditch line? That's right north, I mean, right almost on the property line. And it runs down, looks like it's supposed to go into a pipe there, and then come back out here next to the road.
So where they.
And what do they say the problem is?
So they don't know exactly. They think that the farmer, with the land on this side, redirected the water flow because that field was flooded.
Okay, if that's in the ditch north-south, we're not responsible for that. The landowner is responsible for that.
Right, but it's actually flooding this area here. So like it runs down into this ditch here. And
Kind of
then
what I showed you, what she's telling you, that east-west ditch at the north of their property, then elbows down to the south. I think that's what you're saying. Let me show you on the, so you got this east-west ditch right here.
No,
This is, yeah, this is
Yeah,
still,
figured out,
yeah,
yeah.
that's what it's supposed to go into a pipe here.
I know the area is not
Right.
south.
You can see the ditch.
they told us that's the farmer
Whether
built something
they're-
here now, so it's
If you want
flooded.
Yeah, it's just, you got something back here.
And now it's
Ditch the.
flooded here and then the farmer farm.
That's okay, it can do
This side is commercial, so I think that the tractor probably is much.
I see it on that north south.
One end is
It
not
makes a curve.
Plastic bubble, because probably what they did was they just tapped onto the end of the bubble.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on.
Just to add.
Usually if it's this one over here, that's not that, it's whatever.
And now
But
there's
if it's
such
gonna
area.
be just crushed here on the road, then that would be,
Ours are in the same state highway,
So it's actually more shallow.
depending where it's located.
And that whole road accident.
Now, this- where I'm looking is on Plum Tree.
And maybe also if they,
Yeah,
if
just
they
south.
altered the land in a way that it's flooding someone else, they may have to get hold of item if it's not RCD.
And that's why, like, they don't know who to contact, they don't want.
I understand,
Well, I know,
well,
we're gonna take a
no one
look.
cause problems and have problems down the road and stuff, but
I guess actually be the landowner still though, even if it's
yeah,
right away.
it's reminiscent of the issues you ran into, Marty, a couple of years ago, where you had to get a hold of item to come down and do something about it.
Yeah,
But they don't even know what he did, they just know he dug back there and after that,
Then everything changed.
yeah, that's all they.
Okay, got a job to do, Paul.
Check it out. I'll check it out.
And I have another, I'm getting several phone calls, with another one, I don't know where to redirect these calls, some called, they have land that they have, that they just recently purchased, and they said it crosses a neighbor's culvert to a road drainage, and the neighbor wants to put tile in, drainage water right along his, I think his property, he doesn't want that. And we call it ours. I don't know where to direct them for that question. Because they're trying to put drainage right in his property line, which would actually flood him out. Whenever the water goes through that drainage.
Which property located at?
It's. I had this thing, I don't have it on the slip. Okay, West County Road, 1200 North. And North County, yeah, 300 West there.
Sam Mace.
Mace, Sam Mace.
somebody called me about that, but I told him, well, we talked about that last month, that was the same. Sam Mace,
West County Road, 1200 North, and North County Road, 300 West.
that way.
Twelve hundred north, 300 west.
Yeah, I mean, part of the road.
Yeah, close to Braden's.
Yeah, it's right through that.
Yeah.
So what's his complaint?
So, the property purchase, it looks like it's perimeter drainage around the property, and the neighboring landowner wants to put in a drainage. But when he looked at it, he saw that it would actually kind of flood his property, basically, when the water was redirected. So, I think he was wondering like how to address that, because he wanted to say no, but it's like right on the line of the property. So it's kind of in between both their properties, I guess, is where he wants the drainage.
Back to the phone now.
Yeah.
Old map up there.
Yeah.
Because it's a county ditch, I mean, you're county ditch. Well, under and plus three. I mean, we got control of two sides of it. Is that on the northwest corner, would it be, because Brandon would be on the south,
1200 and 500 west.
300,
300 west.
West.
yeah, Brandon on the southwest side.
Yeah, that's Sam Mace around the corner, northeast corner. of 312. So I'm guessing maybe he's talking about the property to the east of him. Shows D&D Development and Leasing.
What is it?
D&D Development and Leasing, one straight east from him.
He says there's a trailer on the property, I don't know how.
Trailers, I mean, see some, these properties right here. Northeast one right there.
Yeah.
Where she did.
Well, and there's an overhead that I see a trailer, the same owns that one too. He owns that corner, and then it looks like he owns the bigger parcel to the north that wraps around down to the trailer.
Yep.
And so then you've got Allison Woodrone, which that's the property with the trailer. And then that D&D Development, and then Sam Mace again. So I don't know if it's one of those two, or if it's one to the, it could be this one.
I don't know.
That's okay.
You can kind of see.
Zachary Godsey, that's the one, the next one to the east of Sam's property with the trailer.
If I remember the map correctly.
So there's Sam's with that trailer. And there's the property to the east of him there.
It's the,
This is Sam's property, this is, yeah. This is on the corner of Sam's.
So it's where the trailer is that where the
I
problem
think
is?
it's on the back.
Back here. So he must be talking about these people here, the Godsey, wanting to bring one to him over here. The Sam's one's filing claims on the drainage, right?
It's sort of still.
It is. He only, and, unless it's, I'll do this one, so.
They look like they're climbing our property up there, see where
Yeah. That one is Godsey. So it's both Godsey. Just as many, it's the, I believe it's the Godsey that he's talking about.
Well, he might be over a little bit, because he just had that stone. Yeah, twice.
Good night.
Tell him up there waiting for Greg. Mark stone. So I might not be doing anything for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, let me slow down real quick. Okay.
I'll move the camera, Mark.
Second. Second, all in favor, say aye. Carry.
I'll find out.
Thank you.
Oh,
All right, guys, thanks so much. I'll get on with the flight and stuff.